Hey all, welcome. Today I'm going to show you the Trinomial Cube. It is a Montessori material. It is the second step up from the binomial cube. So it's trinomial for 1, 2, 3. There are 3 levels to it, 3 layers. And the binomial cube is basically the same thing, only it's 2 layers. It's the red and the blue, and it just doesn't include the yellow. So this is the next step up, and I'm going to show you how to do it so that you can share it with your child or children and go over a few of the benefits of it or some of the things gained from doing this activity so that you can figure out if it works for you and if you should include it in your space. Hope you enjoy. Okay, here we have the Trinomial Cube. I'm going to show you just how to demonstrate it to your child, and then also how your child can use it. So here we go. We're going to take the lid off. We're going to fold down the sides. And the lid acts as the key. So it is kind of like the key to the puzzle for here. So a lot of times we'll start out with the child assembling it on the tray here, on the lid, to start out with while they're still learning it and everything. And then once they're a little bit more understanding of how it works, they can do it on the rug instead. Or if you're just starting this out and your child already has some pretty well developed spatial skills and all of that, you can try to do it straight on the rug without the tray. But I'm going to use the tray for the demonstration in this video. So what we do to start out with is first, let's get everything off to the side because we're going to take out each cube individually and put them out, line them out for the child to see all of them at once. And they're going to be separated by color and by size so that it is easy for your child to see exactly what's going on. When they're working on this, it can get a little overwhelming to have all of this structure happening, all of these blocks happening. So having it all laid out to where it's easy to see and easy to know exactly what's going on is helpful for them. So here we go. So as I said, everything's laid out by color and by shape and size. As you can see, these are actually different. It's kind of hard when it's straight down from the camera, but these are actually very different in size, so they're in separate stacks. So what we're going to do is we are going to start with the red cube, and we're going to show our child, because you always start out by showing the child how to do this work, and then they're able to then go on and do it themselves. Now, that would happen in a traditional Montessori primary classroom, but when you're homeschooling, it's much more laid back than that. It's much more lax, because if it's too rigid and it's not so much fun, it tends to be less engaging. So it's okay for your child to help you. It's not so rigid and strict. It's just, it is important for you to show them how it happens, because like I said before, it can get overwhelming and then the child just wants to give up before they even start. So lining it out for them and showing them how it works is important in helping them feel capable in doing it. So you take the red block first and you set it on. And then you point out to your child that this side is red and right here is black. You're gonna find the block that fits right here, where there is red here and black here. And so they're gonna go through and they're gonna look at the blocks, let them know that, these are the blocks we have to choose from. Which one do you think would fit here that has a red side and a black side? And obviously there's 2 here to choose from. So the beauty about this is that this work is self-correcting. So as you can see, there's red here and black here. Now we're going to show them that red to red, the colors always touch, red to red. But like I said, it is self-correcting. So as you can see, this block is too short. It doesn't fit in this space very well. So if I was presenting this to the child, I would say, oh look, this doesn't quite fit. We need one a little bit bigger to fit in this spot. And then that would be the prompt to pick up this one and set it in. Again, red to red, black to black. Okay, and then same thing, we need the block to fit here. They may reach for this one again and try to put it in, and they would notice that it doesn't quite fit. As they progress through this and they've done it a few times, they're going to immediately start to pick up that one because they are able to recognize the size and they're able to access the memory of doing it in the past. And that's kind of how you know when mastery is coming, is when they start to exhibit things like that. So when they're still picking up the other ones to test it and see if it fits, mastery has not happened yet. So again, same thing. We need another block to fit here, red side, black side. Red to red, black to black. And you're going to follow this through, and then you get to go to the blue square. Here we're looking for a block that has a black side, and a blue side. So they're obviously going to pick from one of these two because this one is blue all over. So, but again, self-correcting. Oh look, this one is too short. This one does not fit. We need one that is taller. And making sure to make those mistakes while you're demonstrating to show your child how to work through some of those things is important. Like I said, it helps them see how to work through those issues when you get to that point. So, if I can quit bumping these. Again, black, black, black. So if we look, oh, we need a block that is black, black, and black. And it can't go this way, it won't fit, and it can't go this way, it won't fit. It is not quite tall enough, and it is not quite wide enough. So it is self-correcting to go that way. And for the younger children, it's going to be harder for them to notice that right away, to notice that difference. But as they keep working through that, they're going to start picking up on the fact that it doesn't fit exactly right. And then we get to the last spot, the yellow spot. And again, it will be self-correcting because this one is too short. So they will want to put that taller one there so that it matches. And when you get to this point, what I like to do is I like to say, wow, we finished the first layer of the trinomial cube. We have all of the colors and all of the shapes in their spots to where it all fits nice and snug. And then what we do is we move everything over one block at a time over to the box. And the reason we do it one step at a time and one thing at a time is for a couple of reasons. One, it helps with memory and repeating it. They have to remember which order they did it in and what order it all goes back in there. It helps with spatial awareness again because they have to reassemble in there. It's like a repetition, so it sticks a little bit better in their brain. And also the movement from left to right, back and forth like this, helps condition the brain and the eyes and everything for reading, at least in the English language. So there's the first layer in the box. That's ready to go. So next we're going to work on the second layer. So the second layer is when we work with the blue block. Now some people start with the blue block and build around it. They start like this and then they build out. For this video, I'm going to start with the red block. And the reason I'm doing that is because you're going to see how it self-corrects here in a moment. So if your child, after you've demonstrated and your child's working with this material and you see them starting with this and then they make their way through, they are going to notice that these all fit just fine. Everything's checking out. It looks like we're on the right track here. But when we get to the blue block, I don't know if you can see this, it's not the right height. It doesn't work. So it's important for them to know that the blue block is the next step. So we can't just fix it with one of these because that's not what the next step is. It's the blue block. So with doing that, when they get to that point and they see that this doesn't fit, they will see that these are the same height. And then we start with this one, and then we go, then we go with this. It doesn't quite fit. They can do the blue block next, and then black, black, blue, black, black, blue, black to black, blue to blue. The colors work that way, and the colors match up. And then there we go. And then like this. So next what they're going to do is they're going to need to place a block here. So it's a blue side with a black side. So blue side, black side. And it fits just like that. And we're working toward the yellow here. So once we get that into place, then we can do the yellow, the next level. So again, it is self-correcting because if they were to choose this one, it would be too tall. This one is exactly the same height. And you would say the same thing. Look, it looks like we have finished the second layer of the trinomial cube. Let's put it away. And same thing, because as you get to the second level, it's really obvious how it's rebuilding inside the box, and it's helping with the spatial skills and the memory skills. So as you can see how it all just fits in there perfectly. There are 3 sides of blue, and it's really just connecting those neurons again in another way through repetition. So we have 2 layers of the block completed, the trinomial cube completed. Now we're going to do the final 3rd layer. Next is this, and like this, and like this. And if you look right here, black, black, blue. Whereas before it was blue, blue, blue. Now it's black, black, blue. It's really building up. And then you can see that these black spots here were different sizes. It really helps at this level to see how these all fit together like this. And then we have the small yellow cube at the end. And again, some people like to do the color of the block. So the bottom level is the red, the second level is the blue, and the 3rd level is the yellow. And that's totally fine. There's ways to do that too. I like to do it this way because it works out. And in the middle level with the blue, it tends to get confusing when you don't know which way to go next. So I like to do it starting with the red every time and build it out. So again, once we have this layer built, we will add it to the box. And then what you can do is turn it around and show them, look, we have completed the trinomial cube. As you can see, it matches. All the colors are in place, all the shapes match, all the sizes match. It is all ready. Then you close it up, you put the lid on, and it is completed. So that is how you demonstrate the trinomial cube, and that is how you can, some tips on how you can expect your child to work with the trinomial cube and when to know it's been mastered, and some tips on how to know when they might need a little bit of help and guidance. And then next, here are some things to look over that will show you the benefits of using the trinomial cube and some of the things that come out of using, some of the skills that come out of using the trinomial cube. I hope this was helpful, and let me know down in the comments if you've ever used one or if you plan to. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.